Hi friends, and welcome to our crafting video for the Groundhogs Day Craft. So I thought it'd be fun to have a little bit of a craft that we could do to celebrate Groundhogs Day, and hopefully on these chilly days looking forward to spring and hoping that he doesn't see his shadow. So in your kits you should have a half of a paper plate, a groundhog template. Now yours may look a little different. I traced all of these onto the paper, so they're a little different each time. Parents, you might want to help and separate the pieces for them to cut around if they're having cutting problems, or even just cut it out for them. You do not want to cut along that dotted line. I'll go over what that's for in a little bit. You should also have a little white piece of paper, some flowers, I've got about 5 here, and some googly eyes should be in your kit. What you are also going to need from your home for this project are markers. I've decided I've got some colors I've got set aside, but you can have any colors you'd like. You will need some scissors to cut out your pieces and a glue stick. So let's get started on this project. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start with is cutting out our groundhog shape here. And it's got our groundhog and its 2 arms, because we're going to need those arms there too. So you're going to cut those out. And again, parents, you may want to go along these edges because the arms are close. You may want to cut between here just to get it ready so that there aren't any mishaps, and then send them on their way cutting away. Cutting out. You may notice a few fingerprints or smudges on the groundhog templates, and that is because I decided to trace my template with gel pen, which shows up fantastic. However, as you're writing with it and you're dragging your hands along, it gets your fingers very dirty. So I got very messy with this project in the prep. Got our arms, and again, you could cut along the center here just to make it easier for them. And some of them will be in different arrangements, and that is just because I had to trace to be economical with the paper. Try to get 5 templates out of each piece of paper, and I did it for the most part. One arm. And 2 arms. Haha! Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is attach those arms. Now, we're going to end up folding along this dotted line. I'm going to end up treating the lines, the one with the lines, the side with the lines on it, as the back of my groundhog. So I'm going to actually glue the arms onto the back side where I see the dotted lines. And you can either put some glue on the groundhog, or you can put some glue on the arm, whichever works better for you. And I'm going to put the arm there. And you can put the arms any way you want. Maybe you want one arm up and one arm down, both arms up. You could put both arms down. Any way you want to do it, that's the way you should do it. So I've decided that I'm going to put my groundhog's arms going, yay! Hoping that spring is going to be here. The next thing we need to do is add some facial features to our groundhog. So I'm actually going to start with, I was going to start with the eyes. I think I'm going to start with the teeth. And that's what this white piece of paper is for. So I'm going to take a black marker, and I'm going to draw a line down the center. Now you can have gigantic teeth like that if you want, or you can trim them down. I'm going to trim mine down just a little bit. They're still going to look awfully silly, and I'm going to glue those on so that he's got very silly looking teeth. And then I think I'm going to draw a nose on top of those teeth and on the face a little bit, so I'm going to just swirl a nose onto there. Then we come the googly eyes, the silly jiggly eyes for this. And you can decorate your groundhog any way you want to. If you want to add more decoration to it, you can. Put a fuzzy belly on it. I'm going to probably add, once I get these, so the eyes are peel and stick. This is definitely a parent with fingernails getting the adhesive, the covering to the adhesive off. I'm going to use some pink, and I'm going to just color in my groundhog's ears because I thought that'd be cute for little red ears there. And my groundhog is ready. So we're going to set the groundhog aside because we need to work on this paper plate now. Here comes the coloring. This is where your hands turn green, or whatever color you decide to color your plate. So I'm going to color mine green. You can use crayons as well. Crayons will be a little less messy than the green marker is going to be. So you're going to color around, and this is going to be the grass that our groundhog is standing on when it's looking for its shadow. I'm trying to prevent making my fingers green. So you're going to color that in, whatever color. If you want to have a brown ground, which is what our ground kind of looks like right now, or if you want to have purple ground, whatever color you want, you can do on your plate. But you're going to want to color that in. Then, I've given you flowers in case you want to add some flowers to the ground. So I'm going to put some glue on there, stick my flowers down. Red flower down here. You can use as many or as few flowers as you like. I think I'm going to end up using all my flowers. I think I'll use all of them today. I want lots of flowers on my plate here. So now I've got my plate all set. Final part of this project. Remember, we have that dotted line on our groundhog. Now say you made your groundhog and the dotted line is on the front. That's okay. The important part is that you fold the bottom away from the front so that it folds back like that, so that there's a little fold behind the groundhog. You're going to put a little bit of glue on there on that fold, or a lot of glue. Got it folded. You're going to take your plate, you're going to put it on the underside of that plate, fold it down so that your groundhog stands up. Look at that. So it's attached on the bottom like that with glue. Now you're all set to put your groundhog out and see if it sees its shadow. And this is your Groundhogs Day craft. It is built in such a way that you could put it out on Groundhog's Day and see if you see a shadow. See if we're going to have more winter, or maybe spring is going to come early. You never know. Speaking of spring and the start of February, in case you haven't found out yet, we have a February reading program It's a reading challenge. It's called Love of Books. And you can sign up through Beanstack. You can track your time. If you're school age, you can also do activities and write reviews. Adults, there's also an adult program. And for babies and toddlers, it's just counting time for reading. And there's also fabulous prizes. We've got some fun book prizes and a couple other prizes that we're going to be giving away as part of this reading program for the month of February. So check that out. That's going to be on our website and through Beanstack. And if you're registered through Beanstack, you can already go in and pre-register for the program. Thank you and have a wonderful day.